Okay.
Pull that down. That's okay.
How are you tonight?
I'm great. I'm great excited about the movie that I haven't seen it in so long. And I know it took like 2 years for them to really put everything together, so I'm really excited to see the final edit.
So tell us a little about your character.
I play a character by the name of Stacy, who is a student at TSU, who plays love interest to Tom Felton's character. And she also, she's a swimmer. Taraji, before she started, Taraji's character, before she started coaching the golf team, she was a swim coach. So I had been under her for so many years. She was kind of like this mentor, mother figure, if you will. And I just learned a lot from her and had all this respect for her, and I still do, but she is not in love with the fact that I'm dating Tom Felton's character at all. So it's like a big struggle with that, but you just gotta watch it. You gotta see.
So you're a swimmer. Did you know how to like swim before?
I knew how to swim, but not like that. Like I had to learn how to dive, and there was so many belly flops involved, and headaches, and water up my nose, and all kind of craziness. But it was a lot of fun. I got in some good shape. Like all my back fat went away.
I was gonna say, I bet you got in like excellent shape.
God, my shoulders. I was like, should I do this all the time? If I didn't have this hair, honey, I would be in that water, child.
The hair. That's why I heard like the biggest issue is the hair.
Right.
Well, what about golf though?
I didn't learn how to play. I need to learn. I heard it's a great, like as far as peaceful and all that stuff like that, but it looks hard still. You gotta have like a certain focus to really get that ball. I mean, the hole is this big. Are you serious? And it's way over there. You want me to? No way. Yeah, I'll just.
Kind of boring.
I might fall asleep, but it was fun to watch the guys. It was so much fun to watch the guys. So maybe I'll get into it. I don't know.
So how was it working with Michael Clarke Duncan?
It was great. He was such a great person. A lot of people might see him and be like, oh my God, he's this big guy and he's massive and whatever, but he had an even bigger heart. You know what I mean? He was just like that uncle at the barbecue that everybody goes sit around like, what's up, Mom? Like excited to see. He was very protective of us. We just were like a little family on set for a while. But I think people are going to love his character because it's kind of like a different side of him that you really didn't get a chance to see. He's like warm and inspiring and funny and all these different things. So I think people are going to love it.
How was it working with Taraji?
Great. She's just an awesome, she has this big personality, but it would be crazy because she'd be telling a joke and we'd all be having fun, but as soon as they yelled action, like, how do you do that? I'm still over here laughing. Like nobody, sorry, let me get back to work. But she just sinks right into it, and that's very hard to do. So I've always admired her. As a matter of fact, that's one of the things that attracted me to this film was the fact that she was going to be attached to it, and I would have the opportunity to share a screen with her. So that's a big deal in my little book.
Did you learn anything from her for acting or anything?
Oh yeah, staying consistent, working on your craft. I came in a little later in the game, but she was like, don't let that detour you from, doing something obviously God has for you. So just work on it as hard as you can, and you might get a few more no's than you get yeses, but keep going. Yeah.
Speaking of, are you still working with single ladies?
Well, they just got picked up again, so we'll see. We'll see. A lot of people grew to love Miss Felicia.
Your character was not what I expected. I was like, no.
She was a little different, but she was so much fun to play. So we'll see. Yeah.
What about music?
Music, I'm working on my album right now, so we're in the process of picking the single. As a matter of fact, I do have, I did like this little snippet short moment. You can find it on iTunes. It's called Don't Make Me Wait. A lot of people are loving that right now, so if you want something like a little appetizer before I actually drop the album, go check that out on iTunes.
What about the little like web series, behind the scene thing you're doing on Twitter?
I'm still doing it, but it's kind of hard when you're trying to balance all these different things. You're like, right, so I'm going to figure that out. I have to do one really, really soon before I close out the album. Yeah.
Well, I hope you enjoy the movie, and thank you, and everything works out. And thank you for talking to us.
All right.
Thank you.